Welcome to the RPP Netball Show, back for our 5th week. They keep having us back, I'm not sure why, but we're here, so I'm happy with that. Another exciting morning. We've got a couple of superstars from Coringal, the Bulls. We've got Renee Brewster, superstar centre of the A grade.
Not centre.
Oh, no.
That's the only position I don't play.
What? I actually did walk in and about 3 foot taller than me, so that makes sense. Your captain down there as well?
Yeah. Is that what you meant by C?
I probably did when I looked in the record, but
I was going to say there's no way I play centre. But yeah, no, captain for the first time, so that's pretty exciting.
And it's going pretty well down there. So
it's been going well. Yeah, pretty happy.
Good position to be in, the captain of a good team. Grace Van Dort, one of my old dear mates from Bombers, down at Coringal this year. Not that you can tell.
I've been very Switzerland today.
You have. Welcome. Is it the first time you've been on the show?
It is.
Yeah.
Probably the last, but by the end of it.
I reckon just quietly you can talk pretty well, so I reckon you'll be back in those. You'll probably host it next year.
Yeah, apologies in advance.
She's got me covered. So thanks for coming in, girls. So far a good year down at Coringal. Sitting nicely in the ladder. Definitely finals bound, so going well.
Yeah, really excited.
Yeah.
I think all 4 teams, as it has been over the past 4 or so years, we're all looking for finals. 7 teams will miss out, unfortunately, but it's their first season. So they've done really well considering the other players in the other teams have been together for years. So we're pretty happy across the board.
Yeah, and great to even pull together an under-17 side with so many that aren't as well over the last few years. So that's a win. And they've only just missed out. I had a look at the ladder, so still not a bad year for the first year.
Definitely.
And you're obviously playing a bit of in and out of B and A this year, or
mostly in B grade this year. Yeah. It's been really good. It's a great bunch of girls. We've been putting up a couple of wins.
Yeah.
So it's really close between Summy and us. So it'll be a very tight final, I think.
Yeah, they're the old Somerville B grade. They just don't seem to. They've just had. You were the only team that beat them this year, or is?
No, we lost to them actually.
Oh, okay, all right. But look, anybody can lose on any day. So
we're drawing for points at the moment.
Christy, I should say. There you go.
I believe, yeah.
All right, we might have a look at a few of those games in a minute. Also, because you've come from obviously played at Bombers last year and a couple of years before that. B grade probably in this Division 2 compared to probably almost a bit of A grade in I guess the Bombers when you were playing for Bombers. Would you say much of a difference?
It is really interesting, playing A grade previously in essentially playing against the same teams. Yeah. B grade is it's so intense and it's very much where I should be at the moment.
Yeah.
Whereas us sitting pretty comfortable in A grade in the previous years. B grade is where I'm sitting now, and I'm really happy with that. And there's been really competitive games that have been pushing me, that have been pushing all the girls. And like we said, that Somerville B grade, they're very competitive. So when you're coming up teams like that, then it's probably like you're playing against Sherelle McMahon and the likes. Maybe next year we'll probably get a few of these retirees and all the older girls they're
down
all
there.
Knocking off this year.
They're all hanging up the net burners.
Hopefully none of the other teams.
No,
we don't want them playing for anyone else.
No,
don't play for us.
Right, must have get on the early. It's closer to the city too, and I've seen the setup down there. I haven't ever didn't play against Coringal and Div 2, and now obviously not playing them in Div 1. But I did check out your new courts down there. Great for wet days for the spectators. I didn't realise in the club rooms you could actually sit inside and watch the netball.
Yeah. We probably don't utilise it as much as we could, but we're so lucky with our new court and our new club rooms. Over the last 4 years we struggled big time, so we are very, very lucky to have that.
It looks amazing.
Yeah,
I was very jealous of that setup. I reckon it's the only one I've seen that's catered to watch a football and the netball and just and the bar in between.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's such an inclusive club, the way they've sorted that out as well.
And that's what
it's really brought it together.
Yeah, and get everyone together. I think that's the stronger clubs, and obviously the boys are going a bit better as well than they have over the years.
So that's exciting too.
You build it literally, and they will come. So, all right, we might look at some results for Div 2 from last Saturday. Crib Point having a big win over Dramana, 67-25. Tyab having not as a bigger win as I thought over Devon Meadows, 35-26. Lang Warren defeating Somerville 42-30. Pearcedale having a bye because they don't have a team anyway, so that was a dead rubber. And then this one was the interesting one. Red Hill beat Hastings. So that to me looks like Hastings are officially cooked for making the finals unless a lot of things go their way. But interesting result, that one.
Yeah, that really surprised me personally. We were expecting that to pretty much be a done deal for Hastings, so lucky Tyab, I guess.
I think so, because that was a big worry. And obviously the week before Hastings had beaten... Did you play that game?
I was the one A grader available for that game.
I did see that. So 9 out of 10 A graders available, so you would have stepped
so Grace did a wonderful job defending for us. We got really close.
Yeah.
But having a team sort of that hadn't really have much... played together very often. It was
When you've got B graders, one A grader and fill-ins.
There you go. So it was basically your B grade.
We were happy. Yeah. We probably not as happy as we could have been. We thought we could win it, but considering all the things that had happened, it's not a bad result.
I think so. And I tell you what, that might have... sort of given Hastings that, I'm sure they know the players who they've played against before who usually plays A grade and the whatnot, but it might have given them that little bit of false confidence going into last Saturday thinking, we beat Coringal, or our tails are up, we're on here, and then coming across Red Hill and then went... just falling, and not short by a little bit. That was, was that 7?
Decent,
so it's not bad. So, I think if I worked it out and did my stats that I usually do, I think they basically, I don't think they can make it. I think that Tyab will probably win the next 2. They're playing Somerville this afternoon, and sorry to the Summy girls, but I think Tyab will probably win that, so that means Hastings, no chance. But we might look at the ladder, just as we're saying that, the no chances there. We see, which I'm going to call it as cemented now, Lang Warren sitting on top. And then Crib Point on the same, 4 points above Coringal. So I see Langy on 64 points, Crib Point on 56, Coringal on 52, Tyab on 48. And obviously Tyab's percentage is too good anyway, so even if they were going to Hastings in on 44, I don't think that's going to happen. But interesting enough with that, it comes down to, I wasn't going to jump the gun, but I can't help myself because I'm so excited about it. Today's game for you guys, heading down the line down the peninsula to go play Crib Point to maybe sneak a top 2.
Yeah, that's what the goal is. Yeah. So that's what we'll be looking to do, and we're looking good. There's no one unavailable as far as I'm aware of. So
hopefully we can keep it that way.
No 9 out of 10s playing.
Yeah, well, I think I don't even know if we've had a game where we've had everyone available yet. Maybe one. So it's like with Hastings, both times we played them, VNL round, Tyab, VNL round. So those sort of teams that are up towards the top, we've never played with a full side. So
and that's looking likely today, we think, maybe? You're not...
Maybe,
yeah. All right. It's not...
unless anyone's keeping anything.
No.
Have everyone there. Yeah.
All right, we could be on here. But that's obviously my match of the round anyway. But and you say that your percentage, I think if that's correct, I don't know, it looks hard to see. It says...
Up by 1.
Yeah, 154% to Crib Point's 153. So win that and you're there and get the double chance, which is just nice to have that security blanket. I'm sure you could keep going and go the whole way, but still nice. We'll see. Well, we might as well, while we've done that, look at the other games as well for today. If nothing else really, I think, affects anything. So Chelsea versus Hastings. Chelsea had gone okay the last little while, so they could...
They did well this year. I mean, considering they didn't have an A-grade side last year, they recruited pretty well and they put a solid side together. I know that when we played them last week, sort of the first quarter and a bit, it was quite close. Yeah.
That's my favourite thing about this year. All these teams some teams have never even fielded an A grade and they're just looking all right this year. 2018, how good.
It's been a lot of changes and it's been really good to see. Like, I think the netball across the board, across both divisions, have just improved. Like,
it's strong. And otherwise, I said that earlier in the year, I've gone, there's a lot of those girls that had to pick either football or netball, and there's some gun netballers that went to football, and I think
unfortunately,
and I think some of them have realised maybe I can do both, so they've come back and had a hit out this year. I think you've got 3 AFLW girls in your league in Div 2 alone that I know of, so you kind of go, how good's that? They're back and making a bit of a go of it again, and it's helping, I think, some of those teams. So I'll get the tips for that one. I'm going to go that I think Hastings might finish off strongly. Last game for you guys today, too, before finals.
Last round. Excited.
It's gone so quick this year.
It just doesn't feel... Like, do I have to start my Christmas shopping? I'm not really sure. I'm so confused. All right, well, I'm going to go Hastings. Do you two want to call that one Chelsea, Hastings?
It depends who Hastings have available, I feel. Yeah. I'd say Hastings if they've got Sarah Hosking playing.
Yeah.
If they don't, it could go either way.
We'll see. Yeah. All right, let's go. I'm going to just quickly say Crib Point versus Kringle. Obviously, I have to say Kringle.
Damn straight you do.
Find me in the car park with looking a bit worse for wear if I didn't. Then we see Lang Warren versus Pearcedale. Pearcedale don't have a team, so I'd say Lang Warren's got that one in the bag.
We'll have to work hard for that one.
I think so. They're going to come up sore after that. They might even come down and watch that Crib Point Kringle game, some of those Langy girls today, just to get a bit of an eye.
They'd be brave to get out in the rain and do that. So. I wouldn't.
Down to Crib Point, and I set it off there, bring your insect repellent down to Crib Point it's raining and cold and 11 degrees today, so... Yeah, I'd probably stay home. Just get somebody to YouTube it live or something for you. That'd be handy. Now, RPPFM doing the live across today? No. No, they're not. Don't. No, maybe next year. Then we see Red Hill versus Devon Meadows. Hard one I couldn't pick that. I wouldn't have no idea. Obviously, Red Hill having a good win last week, so maybe...
It's at Red Hill, so probably go Red Hill on that one.
Good day to be playing in the shearing shed. I'm going to go Red Hill for that one. All right, Dramano don't have a game. And then Tyab versus Somerville. Somerville, I'm not really sure with the injuries they've had this year if any of the girls have come back towards the end part of the season to maybe just shake things up a bit. But I still think Tyab are going to be too strong.
I think they'll have a pretty decent game, We'll take that
both those teams have struggled with injuries and this year. It's a shame because if somebody had have held their full side, they would have been... really good. So I guess,
they've absolutely teased us over the last few years like that, where they've made the finals, they're looking half decent, and then obviously had a shocking year with injuries. So that means next year they'll be.
Have to look out to another team to watch out for.
Which makes things exciting. Speaking of tired though, I realised I saw that Sarah Hose is back playing for the Yabbies. I thought she might have been out injured during the year, but she's a great veteran of that club. So very strong through the mid-court. So good that Hosey's back playing, and who knows how many years I can't say that. I'm starting to put the retirement on people, but I think she's still going very well. So that will be she's a great contender come finals time too. So look out for her. I think you already probably do.
Yes, she's great.
She's very good. Now, just as we said, touching on a few of the other. Before with under 17s, but Gracie, your B grade girls had a big win over Chelsea last week. Obviously, also finals bound, sitting second on the ladder. As we said, some of will probably be your big contenders maybe, both sitting very strong up there. 64 points each in the B grade. So it's been a good year so far.
Yeah, like I said before, we've been stoked with how it's happened. Like, the girls have become really close, and the amount of teamwork that we've seen progress throughout the season, it's just really working so much, collaborating a little bit better there.
Yeah.
I think it was a really tough game against Summy when we did play. We had a few girls out.
Yeah.
Middle of winter, we all know how much we like our go overseas and get a suntan.
They're on their bloody European Birkenstock trips.
Stop posting your photos on Facebook. I'm going to unfriend you.
Especially with this kind of weather, it's really nice to see, isn't it? It's made me very happy. But but it's going to be, and like as you said, with your A grade, obviously not fielding the team they'd like to for most weeks as well. Hopefully it helps out your B grade and might have some of them shaking in their boots a little bit. I'm just putting a bit of fear into them for you.
Oh, yeah, watch out. We got you.
And then, like we said, also, your C grade girls are sitting second, top in D grade, and instead the under 17s just missing out. So it's going to be just a red-white party come next week after.
That's what we want to see.
Yeah. That's good. So, obviously, I'm down at Bombers. We haven't made the finals. We've still got one more game next week, but then after that, so I might, if I have to jump on a team for the finals in Div 2... Hey, I think I might be on here.
Welcome anytime.
I like the Bulls logo on the jumper, so I might have to come nab one and have a look. Also, while we're on Div 2 as well, notice that Riot are getting new courts. Obviously, they didn't have an A grade this year and had probably one of the years that they'd like to forget in that sort of sense from being such a strong team in the past. But it says for 2019 they're getting new courts and shelters. Surprising with some teams still not even having courts yet, and we're revamping a court that has been a host to a lot of finals over the years, so interesting. I found that one.
They will be happy to see that. I remember we played there when it was the weekend where it just bucketed down the biggest. Oh my god! It was love netball.
Yeah,
and they have like the little shelters, and we'd have to jump across to the seat.
It is a little bus shelters, but for only little people.
But it was just water, like this massive puddle. You couldn't actually step across.
It comes down from that hill there.
And I think the puddle at one stage was like this deep, and we had girls trying to get on court, and like they were like ankle deep in water trying to get there. It was insane. And so I'm sure that they'll really
be happy with that.
They'll be pleased.
We'll be pleased as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't get to see it anymore, so I don't even know. We'll go on to we'll quickly go on to Div 1 to look at some results there. You guys might not be across it as much. Also, before that, there was a 200 game for Devon Meadows last week. Wow. This one was Janelle Bain is an A grader down at Devon Meadow. Played a 200th game, but he's been down there since juniors in 2002. So I'm not sure if that's just a club thing. I'm not sure if that's a senior netball or not. But if it is, 200 games is phenomenal. It's the first I've heard of. So well done to Janelle. Also, Div 1, I'll quickly run through these ones. I might get your tips for today's games. But we see Bond Beach losing to Mornington 33 to 44. EDS winning their 8th game in a row, just motoring along nicely there. 58 to our girls, Frankston 21. Pines having a loss to YCW 41 to YC 54. Rosebud 62, massive win over Mount Eliza 25. And then Seaford, interestingly enough, lost to Sorrento 53 to 44. We were saying off air, like Sorrento, good to see that going very well. And Seaford were looking untouchable there for a while, so that is massive down there. Now, I'll quickly go to today's games. The ladder I don't think can change. I'll quickly go through that ladder first. EDS sitting on top with the 60 points. Seaford second on 54. Sorrento third on 52. And then Rosebud on 42. Mornington sitting just outside on 36. Having the 2 games still to go in Div 1, it's hard to see anything changing unless YC upset Rosebud today or the week after our girls, my girls, not your girls, Frankston also upset Rosebud, or Mornington can sneak one away from Seaford next week. But I'm calling it. The door's shut. We're done. Top 4. It's done. But we'll go through today's games quickly and I'll get some tips. We said YC are heading, they've got Rosebud at home today. you guys have no idea probably what these games.
I'm familiar with everyone except the PM teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. But by the sounds of it, I reckon Rosebud would have YC covered.
They're bloody killing it, Rosebud. Yeah.
Well, I think it'd be a pretty consistent team though, so they've been consistent that season.
I'll give you this. The top four that was sitting there before Rosebud in the last few weeks have defeated Sorrento, obviously that 45-41, drawn with Seaford the other week and lost to Eddie Asp, who was like by 1, so they're going very well, Rosebud. So
they really are.
So I reckon like
killing it.
All right, we'll quickly finish through the other ones. Mornington versus Pines.
Mornington, I'd say.
Yeah, Mornington. Yeah. Mount Eliza versus Eddie Asp.
Sorry, Mounties.
Eddie Asp, I'll take that giggle.
Yeah.
Seaford versus Bomb Beach.
Yeah, Seaford.
Seaford for mine too. Sorrento versus Frankston.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
All right, I'll tip Frankston. All right, well, we've got to wind up. See, it goes quick, doesn't it? We were worried about we might I'd talk too much, which I always do, and I have. We'll wind it up. I've got my Netball Fast 5 questions for you too. I'll get through them. Okay, we'll go straight into them. I won't let you think too much about it. Let's go. You can answer at the same time or one after the other. Fave, like Australian or professional netballer, past or present?
I love Shani. Little sad she's leaving.
Oh, that's a tough one. Probably Sherelle.
Sherelle, good. Yeah. All right, favourite MPNFL, past or present netballer?
Oh, I like so many of the girls. I love everyone. That's a hard one.
Switzerland.
You're
all my favourite.
It was good playing with Sammy Gooden and Matilda Garrett over the last couple of years. Now that they're up in the National League, it's nice to have said that we could play with players like that. They're good girls too.
We've had some good ones down at Kringle.
Yeah.
All right, this is a quick one. Attack or defence?
Defence.
I play both, but probably defence.
Defence.
Yeah, too much pressure in attack.
A couple of defenders here. They get so defensive. All right. Who's the best after hours or off-court performer? Like, I saw you had a function last Saturday. I don't know if you guys attended. But
yeah, I was there.
You were there?
It's actually funny. We have this running joke. So Game Face visited us a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Every single one of us had the same question. We all said Peyton Rowe from B grade. So I'm gonna continue the trend and stick with Peyton. Yeah.
All right, I like that.
Real MVP.
Now this one, try not to think about it too hard. It's the first one that comes into your head when I say this. Okay. Jess Whitford or Claudia Whitford?
Jess. Sorry, mate. Oh. She was like, goals. Love you.
Can't say both?
You can. Everyone else has. You can say.
I'm going with both.
Both. There
I better get a full game on Saturday.
And Jess is coaching every team. Is that right? On you, Jess. What a champ.
Yep, all but 17s.
Wow.
So she's got a lot on her plate, that girl.
Busy girl.
Yes.
Man, I wonder we couldn't get her in this morning. But hey, I've been happy to have you two
Next
in.
Best thing.
Next best thing.
You want us rejects?
Best thing, I'd say. Right. All right, well, good luck to everyone today. Thanks again, girls, for coming in. And we'll see you next week before we wind up before finals. Oh, it's scary. Go Netball.